guys? It's your boy BlastphamousHD, and today we're here to watch a video called 5 Most Disturbing Found Footage Videos to Ever Be Released. If you guys want to watch the original video, the link is in the description down below. As always, it's your boy BlastphamousHD. Lego. I was going to say Twisms. Y'all know I went right in the outro. I don't even know why I do that. It's my top 5 unknowns, man. It's one of my favorite top channels. You already know that. Lego.
In this list, we look at some rather disturbing videos that belong to killers and lunatics. Once found, they were released to the public. Not all of these are home videos, we have also included some CCTV footage. Number 5. Anatoly Slivko tapes. This deranged maniac was a serial killer from the Soviet Union. Between 1964 and 1985, he murdered 7 boys between the ages of 7 and 17. The man was truly twisted. In 1961, at the age of 21, Slivko witnessed a horrific traffic accident in which a boy wearing a Boy Scout uniform was killed. He said that the brutality of the scene sexually excited him. During the same time of the accident, Slivko worked at a boys' club and began to exploit his position there. Once or twice a year, he would get the children to reenact the accident. He would also get the children to partake in an experiment that he had invented. He would hang the children upside down, wait until they became unconscious, then would revive them. While they were unconscious, he would perform horrific acts on them. During some of the experiments, he became violent. Once the victims were unconscious, he would dismember their bodies, then set them on fire to remind himself of the traffic accident. The police finally caught him after a lengthy investigation into a missing persons case. He was sentenced to death on 7 counts of murder, sexual abuse, and necrophilia. He was executed on the 16th of September 1989 by a gunshot to the head. When police searched his home, they found several videotapes. It turns out the sick individual filmed all the experiments he had done. Now, of course, I'm not going to show the gruesome parts, but they are available on the web. Number 4. Robert Pickton prison cell tapes. Robert Pickton is a Canadian serial killer and former multi-million...
Swear to God, it look like this nigga's eating doo-doo. Which is funny because it's not that far from what jail food actually tastes like. Don't ask me how I know that. Nothing has sugar in it, I swear to God. Even the fucking sugar cookies don't have sugar in it. That's real shit.
Millionaire pig farmer. He is believed to have murdered 49 women from 1983 to 2002.
49 women?
Although he was only charged with 26. He killed most of his victims in his slaughterhouse and would then feed their remains to his pigs. This even led to health officials issuing a tainted meat warning to customers who bought pork that came from his farm. He was eventually caught by the police after a series of events. In 1997, he tried to murder a prostitute who he took back to his farm. She told the police that Robert had handcuffed her, then stabbed her several times with a knife. She managed to escape. He was charged with the attempted murder of the prostitute, but was later released. After this, police kept a close eye on him. The police then noticed that women who visited his farm would go missing. The police then searched his farm in 2002. He was charged with 26 counts of murder after the police had found human remains while excavating his farm. He was sentenced to life in prison with no possibility of parole for 25 years. While in jail, an undercover officer was put in his cell to act as an inmate in order to get information out of him. This is what was found on the CCTV footage of his cell. It's pretty disturbing hearing the way he described he would dispose of the bodies.
You know what fucking ocean is this? You must love it. And even that. Who? No. No shit.
Number 3. Columbine Home Movies. Most of you probably know what an horrific event Columbine was, but for those that don't, it was a mass shooting that occurred at Columbine High School in Colorado on April 20th, 1999. The shooters were 2 senior students at the school, Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold. As well as the shootings, they placed bombs in the cafeteria, 99 explosive devices and bomb-rigged cars around the school. They killed 12 students and 1 teacher and then killed themselves. They also injured 21 people. Their motives for the attack remains unclear, but home videos were found at their homes which may give an insight into their madness. These are not the Columbine basement tapes in which we have discussed in a previous video. These are different home movies and summer school projects. It's pretty creepy watching them, knowing what they were planning.
Look, I don't care what you say. If you ever touch him again, I will freaking kill you. I'm gonna pull out a goddamn shotgun and blow your damn head off. Do you understand, you little worthless piece of crap?
Number 2. Ricardo Bjork Stalker.
That shit sounds like parent abuse. Some type of abuse, man. I got bullied the shit out of when I was in high school, junior high school and middle school and shit. I just kind of learned you gotta fuck your bullies up. You know, if you're not strong enough to physically fight your bully, get yourself a pipe wrench. You know, don't hit him in the face. Nothing that does any long-lasting damage or could possibly kill him. You know, next time your bully decides to try to fuck with you and shit, you know, just be like, oh, no, please don't hurt me. And, you know, back up. Dude's gonna come up on you again. No, I'm gonna fuck you up. Look, please don't hurt me. Back up again. You know, dude's gonna come up again. Next time he come up on you, you know, start talking that shit. The minute he opens his mouth to talk, because that's when people's brain usually starts resting, is when they start talking, they don't see it coming. Pull your pipe wrench out. Bah! Hit this nigga in the kneecap. Break his whole shit up. I bet he'll shut the fuck up next time. The most important thing is to, while he's screaming and hollering and holding his knee, you know, you gotta try to seem like it's not a big deal. You know, you put the pipe wrench down so you don't get shot or whatever it is that fucking school officers are doing to kids nowadays. You know, put your pipe wrench down and you go and you sit about a good 3 feet away from this motherfucker. It's all good, you know. That way when the security get there and shit, just be like this. That's real. Don't start screaming at him or nothing, you know. You know, like, you just make it worse, make people seem like you're trying to look tough. You want to seem docile. Now, the reason why this works so well is because if you do it the way I explained it, not only will you not be shot by the fucking, you know, police officers in school and shit, but people will think you're fucking crazy. Nothing scares people like the unexpected. You know, the fact that you were docile and nice and trying to explain yourself, and then you just go from 0 to 100, freak people out. People leave you the fuck alone. You know, that's the only way I've ever known to deal with bullies, man. That's the only way I've ever seen to deal with bullies. People who out here preach this whole fucking, oh no, man, you gotta tell a fucking teacher, or you gotta reason with the bully, or tell him that what he's doing is a no. These people are either fucking idiots and assholes for putting this information out there because it doesn't work and makes shit worse, or they've never been bullied themselves. And that's real shit. The only way to get a bully to leave you alone is for him to understand that if he fucks with you, you know, he's gonna have to defend himself. Bullies are usually bitches. You know, most bullies are bitch made because bullies rely on intimidation. They never ever have to fight. You know, so they're usually a lot worse fighters than, like, you know, skinny kids, because skinny kids gotta fight. Experience makes you a good fighter, not size.
Ricardo Lopez, otherwise known as the Bjork Stalker, was an American pest control officer who attempted to kill Icelandic singer Bjork in September 1996. In 1993, Ricardo became obsessed with the singer and grew increasingly angry over her relationship with musician Goldie. Within a 9-month period, Ricardo made a video diary at his apartment. In them, he talked about Bjork and many other strange topics. Towards the final videos, he began to show himself making a letter bomb which was rigged with sulfuric acid, in which he was sending to Bjork's home in London. He sent the bomb, to try to kill or disfigure the singer. On September 12th, 1996, he made a video of him going to the post office to send the bomb off. He later returned home and committed suicide on camera. Police discovered his decomposing body 4 days later and also found his video diary. After viewing the tapes, they were able to intercept the bomb that was in the mail. Ricardo's plan was that hopefully the bomb would kill Bjork, then as he committed suicide they would be united in heaven. Now, I won't show the suicide, but I will show the moments right before it. Number 1. Columbine CCTV tapes. Once again, Columbine makes the list. This time, it's of the CCTV footage of what took place in the cafeteria. The original footage is 3 hours long, but I have cut it down into parts in which events take place. At first, students are weary as they could hear gunfire and possibly some explosions. Then, teachers and security tell the students to evacuate the school, and this is when panic sets in. Soon after this, students begin to calm down and some hide under tables and teachers and security walk through. A small explosion is then seen. Shortly after this, the dust settles from the explosion and there is a small amount of movement from the students. Teachers and security then come back running through the cafeteria as if they are running away. Then there's 2 more explosions. After this, Eric and Dylan are seen as they both walk through the cafeteria and then begin to start shooting. Then, Dylan throws something and it explodes and starts a fire. After this, Eric and Dylan both leave, then another explosion occurs which causes a fire. The shooters then appear on and off camera a few times. They then leave once again. Shortly after, they killed themselves. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to check out our other videos.
God damn, dude, that's just fucking insane. That is insane, dude. Honestly, man, I don't know if there is a way to, because, you know, bullying is supposedly what made them go on their crazy tirade. I don't know if there is a way to stop school bullying. You know? Like, it's not that kids are sacks of shit and, like, dicks or just assholes or whatever. You know? To me, I think, as a child, you kind of know or have a slight understanding that power is what kind of gets you what you want and runs the world. So, of course, they think that bullying is the way to, you know, get what they want, maybe even have people like them, maybe even be popular themselves in school and whatnot. I think that all kids should be taught, like, a form of very, very effective self-defense in school as well. Like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, you know, that way everybody knows how to defend themselves. So if a bully decides to fuck with him, gets his elbow broke. That'll shut him the fuck up. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to comment, like, and or subscribe. This is your boy BlastphamousHD. The link to this video is in the description down below. It leads to top 5 unknowns. Make sure to go check them out and subscribe. Twisms. Again, this is your boy BlastphamousHD. If you guys enjoy my reaction videos, make sure to click the annotation on the screen or click the link down in the description. Go over and subscribe to my brand new reaction channel. I know you guys will enjoy all the videos I'm going to be pumping out over there. I've got a bunch of them. Have a great day, and I'm out.